What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, man. So I'm back at y'all with another one, man. Want to talk about, I just came back from the Terence Crawford. I just came back from the Errol Spence, Lamont Peterson press conference. You know what I mean? I'm on my way back right now. But I want to discuss this Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence, man. I don't want to look past the Lamont Peterson fight, you know, but I just think that Lamont Peterson is going to be too small for Terence Crawford. I mean, for Errol Spence, man. I just think he's going to be entirely too small for Errol Spence. And I don't want to count Lamont Peterson out, but I personally think he's too small for him. You know, saying that to say, you know, I know Terence Crawford is not the biggest welterweights either. Actually, Lamont Peterson probably got a little more thickness on him. But I think that Terence Crawford has more skills. You know what I mean? He has more to offer in that type of fight, you know. So I personally think that that's gonna be the fight, man. That's gonna be the fight that that's gonna be the big fight, man, that we should have got from the Pacquiao Mayweather fight. What are you doing, man? Fucking dude cut me off, man. Fuck. But I think that the Terence Crawford fight, man. You know, a lot of people saying that people are ducking Errol Spence, man. But I think the perfect person that we got that came to the division is Terence Crawford, man. You know, I know that Keith Thurman is a fight that everybody's clamoring for, the Keith Thurman fight. But it's not looking like Keith Thurman want that fight right now, you know. It's not looking like Keith Thurman want that fight, man. But Errol Spence, man, and Terence Crawford is gonna be the fight, man. Because I personally think, I think that Terence Crawford will beat Keith Thurman. And once upon a time I said that I think that Keith Thurman had a chance. I favor him in the fight against Errol Spence because of his boxing ability and because of Spence's tendencies to be flat-footed, you know. But it seems like Keith Thurman is showing fear. And if he's showing fear towards the fighter, man, it's over. It's over, man. If another fighter sense that you fear him, it's over, man. And Keith Thurman talking about, you know, them not fighting until 2019, man. But Spence is Spence is doing what Deontay Wilder's doing to Anthony Joshua, man. Errol Spence is doing the same thing to Keith Thurman, man. He putting the pressure on Keith Thurman, man. You know, so I don't know, man. Y'all let me know, man. But I think the fight, the big fight, man, is gonna be Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence, man. And I think Terence Crawford gonna surprise a lot of people, man. I think a lot of people are counting Terence Crawford out because he's coming from 140, and he's a wiry fighter. He's not a thick fighter. He's not built like Errol Spence. And he's not built like, you know, even though he's taller and longer than Sean Porter, he's not built like Sean Porter, you know. So, you know, he's built wiry, he's lanky, he's lengthy, you know, he's skinny, you know what I mean? He have a wiry frame, you know. So I think that's why a lot of people count him out versus Errol Spence already, you know what I mean? Everybody's saying that Errol Spence is going to win that fight. But I tell you what, man, Terence Crawford got a lot of dog in him, man. Terence Crawford got a lot of dog in him, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think that Terence Crawford is going to shock a lot of people, man. Terence Crawford, so for one, you guys know that Terence Crawford is going to fight Jeff Horn. He's the mandatory for the, I think it's the WBO belt. So he's going to fight Jeff Horn. And man, y'all get in here, man. Jump on the live stream, man. Tell a friend and tell a friend, man. We live right now, man. Blue Blood Sports TV, man. You know what I mean? Y'all give me your opinion. Let me know what y'all think about the Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence fight, man. You know, I think that's the fight of the future. You know, it's definitely a fight that's going to happen in the future, but I think that's the fight. You know what I'm saying? I think that fight right there is going to bring back the casual boxing fans. Like the Manny Pacquiao, excuse me, the Manny Pacquiao Floyd Mayweather fight was supposed to bring back the boxing fans. You know, the casual boxing fans, and it disappointed a lot of people, man. But Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford, man, I think that's the fight, man, that could bring back the casual fans. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about that, man. But I personally think that Terence Crawford, man. So Terence Crawford is gonna fight Jeff Horn. Terence Crawford is gonna fight Jeff Horn for the WBO, I believe. Who do I think got the best knockout? I think that Errol Spence, neither one of them have one punch knockout power, but Errol Spence, over accumulation of punches, you know, his body work he's definitely the stronger fighter. Neither one of them have one punch knockout power, but he's definitely the stronger fighter. So I think that, you know, if any one of them I had to choose to have one punch knockout power, I think it would be Errol Spence. But he never really hits nobody and knocks him out with one punch knockouts. He's more of an accumulation of punches, and most of the time it's through body work. Like the fight with Kell Brook, he wore Kell Brook out to the body. He broke Kell Brook down, and not to mention that Kell Brook had he already was damaged fighter. He already had his eye was already damaged. So, you know, Kell Brook was a damaged fighter, but you know, you see, Kell Brook is a big welterweight, man. So Kell Brook, Kell Brook was. Let's go on to say Spence was. Yeah, Spence body work is crazy, but that's the thing. I think that that Terence Crawford defense and his style is not going to allow Errol Spence to tee off to his body, because he not going to sit there. He's not going to be able to sit down on his body punches against Terence Crawford. He's not going to be able to sit down on his body punches against Terence Crawford. And another thing with that, yeah, he do have what's that, Donnie? What's going on, Donnie? Yeah, he do his body work is crazy, but a lot of his body work be so crazy is because he have still targets. You know what I'm saying? He could corner him, he cut the ring off, and he do a lot of body work. You know what I mean? But when I saw him today, face to face and up close, you know, I know he's already in shape. He's one of those fighters that don't have to get in shape. He's already in shape. He stay in shape, so he don't have to get ready. So, but he was bigger than Lamont Peterson, but he wasn't so much bigger than Lamont Peterson, which got me to thinking, you know what I'm saying, that Terence Crawford's style could give him a lot of problems, because he's not going to be able to tee off the Terence Crawford body like he did with Kell Brook and Leonard Bundu and Chris Algieri. Exactly, yeah, Floyd, yeah, exactly. Crawford is going to stick and move, and I think that's going to give him a lot of problems, you know what I'm saying? Because for somebody like Kell Brook to be able to stick and move and give him problems, because Kell Brook was boxing him, was outboxing him. Kell Brook wasn't out muscling him, you know what I'm saying? Kell Brook was outboxing him, and I think that gave him a lot of problems, man, because in that fight, I thought that that he was losing that fight in the beginning of that fight, because Kell Brook was moving. He was sticking and boxing and sticking and moving. So, you know, and Kell Brook is a bigger target, a slower target, and a more stationary target. You know what I mean? Terence Crawford is wiry. He's quick. He's you know, he have quick twitch muscles. You know what I'm saying? So he's a more quick in and out type of fighter, and that's going to give Errol Spence a lot of problems. You know what I'm saying? Where Kell Brook was outboxing him, but Kell Brook was hitting him, but Kell Brook was still a target to get hit back. So if you watch that fight with Errol Spence and Kell Brook, you know, Kell Brook would hit him with the jab. Kell Brook would would punch him, you know what I'm saying? He would throw a jab and then a right, but he was too slow to get out the pocket before Errol Spence could return fire. You know what I mean? So that allowed Errol Spence to continue to. It took him longer to break Kell Brook down because Kell Brook was still touching him with the jab and touching him with, still outboxing him. You know what I mean? So it gave him a problem. But as far as Terence Crawford is not going to be there. And if a lot of people say like, oh, Terence Crawford get hit, he get hit a lot. Terence Crawford got hit by, he got hurt by Gamboa. It's the type of fighter. If he got hurt by Hank Lundy, but it's the type of fighter. You know what I'm saying? If Terence Crawford feel like he could walk you down and mow you down, he'll be there to get hit. He'll be there to get hit because he don't respect you. He's not going to do that with Errol Spence. He's not going to do that with Errol Spence because he respects Errol Spence. Errol Spence is the bigger fighter, so he ain't going to do that with Errol Spence, man. You know what I mean? I got a bad connection over here, man. Yeah, he's not going to do that with Errol Spence, so, he won't be there for the pickings against Errol Spence, man. Yeah, man. So yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. I think that's the fight. That's gonna be the mega fight, man. That's gonna be this generation version of Leonard and Hearns. Yeah, Gamboa hurt Crawford. And like I said, yeah, Gamboa definitely hurt Terence Crawford. But that's what I'm saying. It's the style. So Gamboa, the type of fighter, first of all, Terence Crawford didn't respect Gamboa's power and stuff like that because Gamboa was so much shorter than him. But Gamboa is an awkward fighter, a fast twitch fighter like himself. Gamboa is faster than Terence Crawford. I mean, than Errol Spence. He's faster and he's shorter. He's more compact. And I don't think that Terence Crawford respected his power as much as he'll have as much respect he'll have. He'll have a lot more respect for Errol Spence than he did for Gamboa. Gamboa's like 5'6". Terence Crawford is like 5'9", I believe. 5'8", 5'9". So he's a short fighter. He was coming up. Also, Gamboa was coming up in weight. So I don't think personally that Terence Crawford respected Gamboa's power. He didn't respect Gamboa as in the same. He won't hold him. He'll hold Errol Spence in a way higher category of respect than he did Gamboa or Hank Lundy. Hank Lundy was talking a lot of shit, so he just wanted to get in there and brawl with Hank Lundy. Yeah, Gamboa is not the same fighter. I covered that fight and I watched him. He looked disinterested, to be honest, But in his defense, he took that fight on a 3-week notice. So yeah, he didn't look himself. He's not the same fighter, man. He's definitely not the same fighter he used to be. I still had him winning that fight last weekend. I thought the fight could have went any which way. I personally thought that he won the fight, but he's definitely not. He's not an elite fighter anymore. He's on his way to becoming a gatekeeper, sort of like Zab Judah and Chop Chop Corley, those type of dudes, man. I think too, if Lamont Peterson loses this fight against Errol Spence, man, Lamont Peterson is gonna become somewhat of a gatekeeper, like those dudes, man. But yeah, Gamboa is definitely not the same, man. The fight before this, he quit on the stool, and then he got knocked out by Terence Crawford. Yeah, he was holding a lot, man, because he gassed out. But that's what I said to his defense, man. He took that fight on a 3-week notice. So I think that that he gassed out, man. He took that fight on a short notice. So I personally think he gassed out in that fight, to his defense. Because then he definitely didn't have the same juice and energy he did in the beginning of the fight. In the beginning of the fight, man, he had a lot more spunk. he was in and out, you know, but he ran out of gas, man. He definitely ran out of gas. And he's not the same fighter. But y'all gotta let me know, man, what y'all think about Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence, man. I think that's the fight of the century, man. That's gonna be the big fight. Let me know who y'all got in that fight, man. Who y'all got in the Errol Spence fight, man? Who y'all see winning that Errol Spence fight? I personally, I seen both fighters today at the weigh-in, and I personally think that Spence is too big for Lamont Peterson. Yeah, I like Crawford too, man. I think Crawford's style is going to give Errol Spence a lot of problems. And interviewing and talking to Errol Spence today, he got a lot of respect for Terence Crawford. A lot of respect for Terence Crawford. And talking to him today, man, he said that he said something like everybody believed that Terence Crawford is the next Floyd Mayweather. So he was like, let's see. You know, let's see if he can clean out the division like they say he can. So I believe he got a lot of respect for that dude, man. And he said, yeah. Sorry about that, man.